Hey guys, it's time for another hydroponic update. Bear with me, I'm not feeling the greatest. Got a bit of a cold going on. The germ factory workers came back last week and my daughter had a runny nose and my son got it shortly after, and now me and the wife kind of have it. So yeah, that's the way it goes when you have kids. You think your immune system's good till you get them, and the germ factory show you that your immune system's not that great. But anyways, here's the hydro. You can see that the mustard greens are probably 3.5 feet tall. It's pretty impressive. See if I can just zoom in a bit, or get the focus on the go. The arugula is doing really well too. You can see that it's tall, but it's getting woody. It really needs to come out of there. The Swiss chard's doing well. I'll probably take everything out of here and clean it out and let it sit for a couple months, and before Christmas sort of thing, I'll get my lettuce going back in there so I can have some greens for the holidays. Here's the tomatoes, and I mean, you can see there's a mess of tomatoes in there. Hopefully the camera will pick it up, but yeah, there's a mess in there. They're starting to get some color on them. The ones that with the rotten bottoms, they seem to get color first, and then the rest follow. This pepper obviously is pretty nasty. This one here, I'm pretty sure it's the red chilies. You can see that there's two started right here. There's a big one right there, and there's 4 or 5 big ones down in there, and there's another one starting, and there's still all kinds of flowers, so it's crazy. I think this is the jalapeno. There's one right there, and there's still a bunch of flowers coming in, so it's pretty good. There's the cucumber with the orangish flowers. Sorry about the chainsawing. My neighbor's got a chainsaw mill, and he has a bridge that broke. Oh, there you can really see some of those peppers. He made a bridge across a portion of the pond, and it broke a couple weeks ago or a month ago, so now he's racing to get it fixed because that's where he basically hunts. But yeah, you can see that there's these orange colored cucumbers. There is a green one there. There's 2 more orange ones. They gotta come out, and I gotta make some more pickles, but they're kind of neat to add in. I've tried them side by side to see if I could find a difference in some of the taste, and I really can't. You can see he's growing over on the asparagus now, and a couple small ones there. The peas, well, they are a no-go. The chickens got in there again. Thought I'd sorry about the sun. I thought I would show you my hop plants. They've got flower cones on them now, so you can kind of see what people make beer out of. This is what basically gives you all your flavor. You get these kind of almost like pine cones, I guess. They're kind of neat. They kind of get papery. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but they will start to get brown. They've got a really great smell to them. There's lots of them there. All kinds of them in there. I used to brew my own beer, so I planted these in hopes that I could use them in my beer. And as soon as we had kids, it's very hard to spend 6 to 8 hours brewing beer when I can go to the beer store and pick up a case. So But there's these two kinds right here, and then there's these two different ones over here. But they're really aggressive. They grow like crazy. You can see that these ones here are probably just about ready to pick. So we'll head over and check out the dirt garden. Well, here's the dirt garden. You can see that the potatoes are looking rough with the big rains we got a little while ago. It knocked a lot of them down, but they're still hanging in there, so probably another couple weeks we'll look at getting them dug up. Get them dug up and stored for some of the year. We can still buy really nice potatoes this time of year. It's only you know, the 2nd or 3rd of September, so we've got another couple months where you can get decent potatoes from the store. So we'll just keep eating those ones until we have to start buying the bag ones that are half rotten. Carrots are doing really well. We'll have to get those out pretty soon. That's just my bed of weeds. That's that wood sorrel. This stuff right here that Jen was making a video on making the tea, I guess it was. We get lots of that here. It grows everywhere. Cucumbers are still doing ridiculous. I did make up some jars of pickles, and I'll have to do that again. You can see there's one right there. There's two right in there, and there's a mess of them in here. Two right up there with another one started. So I've got a mess of them to take care of. Oh, Mr. Dragonfly. Anywho, here you can see there's another pickle right there. A couple down in there. There's all kinds of them. Tomatoes are doing alright. A lot of these orange colored ones are the ones with the rotten bottoms. But, you know, there's one that's coming along nice. So, usually what I do with the tomatoes is I pick them as they ripen. And if we're not going to use them right away, I'll freeze them. And then when I get a good bag or so, we'll either can the tomatoes or make spaghetti sauce and freeze it. The large base sell margarine tubs. They make a good meal worth. So we fill those up and freeze them. We'll do a giant batch. But yeah, there's tons of tomatoes in there. There's more turning color than I expected, so that's good. Peas we picked, there's still some peas in there, but still some flowering even. Tomato plant in the corner right about there. Tomato plant right here. There's another tomato plant still here and here. Pretty wild. So chickens are running around everywhere. They're up here digging in the dirt, having a dirt bath. They like to do that. Well, that's it for the garden this week. Not any real big changes other than the 1,000,000 pounds of cucumbers we got, and the tomatoes are starting to ripen up. So I think the ones over there are all Romas, and the ones mixed in with the potatoes are I think they're beef steaks, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. So, plus the ones up in the hydro. But yeah, we're overwhelmed with cucumbers, so next year I'm not going to be planting 6 cucumbers. I'll probably just do 2. And I've got some fencing, so I'm going to cut a piece about 4 feet up or 6 feet up, and then I'll try and get the cucumbers to climb up and over it, and that should free up a lot of room, because right now they're taking up an 8x8 area, and it's just a mess. It's hanging out the sides. And well, that's the garden for this week, guys. Thanks for checking it out. It's Labor Day weekend, so I hope everyone enjoys it. Soon everyone's going back to school, and teachers are, I guess, back to work already now, but I hope everybody has a good weekend. And if you're not already subscribed, click the little red button down below. Thanks, guys.